today from the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland.
Well, we're all familiar with the Navy, Army, and Air Force academies, but did you know the Coast Guard has an academy? That's right, it's in New London, Connecticut. They compete in 23 Division III sports, and two of its highest profile sports, football and baseball, are led by a student athlete who's kind of a big man on campus.
6'4" Cory Anderson, quarterback and ace pitcher for Coast Guard Academy, is getting rave reviews.
He's one of those players that comes around about every 20 years.
We'll take 10,000 Cory Andersons.
He definitely has a certain charisma about him.
Almost like an aura.
Can he dance? I don't know if Cory knows how to dance.
Well, we don't know about dancing, but Cory is quite an athlete. In football, the senior holds several career passing records at the academy, and last year in baseball, he led the team in ERA and once had 22 strikeouts in a 12-inning stretch. In fact, Cory was such a good high school athlete, he was offered a Division I football scholarship and was drafted by the Chicago Cubs, but he said no to both.
It was hard to turn down the Cubs. It was a great feeling to get drafted by them, but I honestly think that I didn't choose that because this place offered free education, top-notch education, the chance to still play football and play baseball, and I'm also serving my country at the same time, so it's everything rolled into one.
The attacks on September 11, 2001, in his senior year of high school, confirmed Cory's decision to attend the academy. Making the choice was not easy, neither was getting accustomed to the rigors of a service academy.
There's other ways to do business. All right?
Yes, sir. I wanted to quit every single day of my freshman year. I hated the academy because your freshman year is the hardest time of my life. You know, balancing it all, balancing the school, which is really tough, the military, and then also the sports is obviously a huge chunk of my life here too.
Nevertheless, Cory has persevered.
Helmsman, left full rudder.
A government major, he has maintained a solid GPA and has become a leader in many ways.
You know, leader is so misused around here in so many different ways. I mean, leadership is something that it's a part of the person. A lot of people want to be followers. Well, Cory's a natural leader.
You know, we lost several close games last year, and he's learned how to keep his head up and keep leading those around him. Is it the same as a Coast Guard action? No, not at all, but it's at least a good test for it.
Billions around the world have seen the Coast Guard in action in the wake of Hurricane Katrina, where they've performed countless search and rescues.
The recent situation in New Orleans really made me proud to be part of the Coast Guard. The one thing that's hard is to go to football practice and carry on with the normal when you know you're in the Coast Guard and you want to be down there helping out, because that's part of our job. You know, as there's a national disaster, we're supposed to go help.
In a short few months, Cory will begin his active duty in the Coast Guard, where he'll train to perform search and rescues like these in New Orleans. He'd eventually like to be a pilot, but he'd also love to play pro baseball if the opportunity presents itself.
I really hope there's a chance for Major League Baseball still left. I owe the Coast Guard 5 years of service minimum, but there is opportunity, you know, to kind of branch off and maybe do reserves and then play baseball still, which is what I'm really hoping for. And although I love the Coast Guard, I'd love to play baseball more than anything.
Well, Cory was recently dealt a setback, injuring his knee when he was tackled in a game. The initial prognosis was that he'd be back in action in just a couple of weeks, but at minimum, he should be 100% by the start of baseball. Okay, now it's time for the segment in the show we call Ask Miles. That's when a student athlete gets to ask NCAA President Miles Brand a question about college athletics.
Hi, my name's Amanda Jones and I play softball at the University of La Verne, and my question is, do you think that athletics should be